Fancy intro music, yeah! Woo! Hey there, Star Trek Fleet Command fans. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk about a topic that is pretty important. So important that myself and Panic actually discussed this in our first interview going back over a year ago, actually. It's been quite a while, but it's something that I have to give a lot of praise and respect to Scopely for because of how they've been working with me recently on it. Now, everybody knows that, me and Scopely have not been on the best of terms at all times, but there are some things that we've continued to work together on, and recently have had something happen that I think is a huge step for them. And I've mentioned it before, we'll talk about it entirely in this video. There is, sadly, a portion of the player base in this game that too often will get, for whatever reason, maybe things are going in their real life, maybe they have this whole Napoleon complex where they feel like they have to act out and be bigger and badder on the internet, whatever it is. But too often there are sexist remarks, derogatory remarks, whether it be towards women, transgender, whether there's racism. And a lot of you out there have told me and have really kind of felt that customer support does not deal with this enough, or you don't feel like they deal with it at all. And I kind of want to tackle that today. Well, first, let me just go ahead and say this. If you are out there, particularly a female gamer who has been harassed, if you're transgender, if you identify as not, if you're simply being harassed or attacked in the game and breaching Scopely's terms of service, and if you're unfamiliar with those terms of service are, bingo bango, right there on the screen. For some of the things I'm talking about, link also, we just put a link down in the comment section. Why not? For all you and dingoberries who don't know what the heck that is, well, go read it. However, if, harassment is a very serious topic in the game. It is something that has driven many players away, and there is I'll admit, a convoluted way that bans happen. There's not a lot of transparency, and Scopely chooses to keep it that way, and I can't change that. But I can say that through working with them recently, I now have a dedicated rep just for these type of cases, that being, sexual harassment, transphobia, racism, homophobia. All of this is now something that I can work directly with Scopely to hopefully rectify. And many of you are out there going, well, why are you targeting those specific instances? Why not taking on everything? I'm not saying don't report any problem in the game. There's always problems in the game. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying that if you're a male player out there that you can't be harassed or any of that. I'm simply trying to help facilitate a game, or help a game facilitate a safe space for female gamers and those who identify in ways that maybe aren't your typical, sexy white ginger males who are straight and Christian and live in America. And there's reason to that. For example, this guy right here, who, as you can imagine, is being dealt with. But many of you have seen similar instances like this not get dealt with in the past. And I can't control things that have not happened in the past, but I can say that the rep that I'm working with now truly cares. And a lot of times it's simply sifting through all of the material and getting everything that they need to make sure that the ban can go through. I'm not promising or trying to make up for any mistakes Scopely has made in the past when it comes to customer support. I'm also not saying customer support's amazing. I get frustrated with customer support too. But when it comes to instances like that, which I've left on the screen, well, we need to get that taken care of, because it can't be allowed. Here's why it can't be allowed. There's a lot of misconceptions about the demographics of gamers and of Trek fans everywhere. And even in this game, I'm sure most of you are sitting there watching going, well, not many women play this game. Why do we even care? Well, you'd actually be wrong. In fact, Star Trek is one of the most female-dominated demographics in terms of nerdy culture that you can find. Check out what this anthropologist did or found in a study a few years ago where polled over 5,000 people. And for those who don't know how this works, this is typically how you do demographic studies. You poll a select number and then find out what's in it. And you can also refer to other ones done throughout the years that found actually a majority of the Trek fans that responded to this poll were female. Go back to one that was done in 2006, which I can also show you, that shows that there's a higher percentage of female in the demographic of Star Trek than there are who support Star Wars or Superman. It's a very female-dominated category. Obviously, there's a lot of men too, but women are a huge part of our culture, in this little mini culture we have of Star Trek. And with Star Trek hopefully only getting bigger and better with things like Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Picard, Star Trek Lower Decks, and even the cartoon coming out for kids, which I'm very excited about because that allows my children to get into Star Trek as well. We need to make sure that this game allows those players to feel like they are on equal footing and are respected, loved, and cared about. And that's the entire point of this video. And that's the entire point of me working with customer support. Sure, me and Scopely might have our tits and tats and spits and spats, but when it comes to protecting the gamers, that's more important than just about anything. Especially some gamers who have become good friends of mine who honestly want to leave the game. And it can be little comments that you may not realize, I don't know why you wouldn't realize them, that are just derogatory sexually. You know, I mean, people making comments, a woman could be talking about anything in game. She could literally just mention the words up and down, and here it comes. Oh, so you like to go up and down, huh? It just, inappropriate. Now, if you're friends with somebody and y'all have that type of banter, cool, but with people that you don't even know, there's a reason that women hide the fact that they're women in game and online. You can check my demographics on my YouTube channel. I don't care. Show them right here. A very small percentage identify as women because that is actually because women choose to not put on their preferences what they are online because of people, let's just be honest, like you and like me. I'm not going to say I'm innocent in all this either. I'm definitely not. Have simply pushed the boundary too much. And it's something that we need to correct. And that is why this is something I'm very happy to be working with. And by the way, for all those curious how this works, if you are a gamer who has had issues with customer support, as always, you can contact me. I'll be more than happy to either one, show you how to contact customer support, or two, help escalate the case. But in particular, if you're one of those people that I'm currently talking to or trying to, you know, encapsulate in terms of putting a safe space and allowing you to play here and be here and have fun here, please contact me directly. And I'll even get you in contact with that rep if you have a serious instance. And we've had in just the past couple months several women who have decided to stay with the game because they actually had, the problems that they were having heard and dealt with. Now, that doesn't mean that Scope is just handing out permabans like crazy, but it does mean that these things are getting taken care of and they are actually being looked at and dealt with, which is kind of the main concern for so many of you out there. You feel like it wasn't getting dealt with. But when you have such a high number of women that you may not even realize are around, maybe you really did just think that it was okay to have male locker room talk because you think women played the game. Here's another study from 2014. Women play mobile games more than men do. Now, maybe they play different types of games. Maybe they're more on, Words with Friends. Words with Friends actually has a very, very high female DAU. But the point I'm making is, it's not like we're living in a male-dominated gamer world. The truth is, women are gamers too. My wife is a gamer, but you know what? You don't see her online and you don't see her anywhere. Guess why? Can you take a wild guess? It's just the nature of things. But I just wanted to put it out there that if you are out there, you've gone through the situation and it's been troublesome for you, it's been painful for you, well, Scopely does want to take care of that. They do want to help you, do want support. I can say that there's some things they're limited to. If a player that's from your server is attacking you in Discord, well, Scopely isn't going to do anything about Discord. You got to go to Discord for that. But if it's happening in game, make sure you're taking screenshots of private messages, Galaxy chat, Alliance chat, wherever it's happening. If they're changing the name, it's actually against terms of service to change your name to mock somebody else's name. Literally just that. Like, if you went out there and just changed your name to, let's just say there's a player named Moriarty, and you just decided to be like, Moriarty is I'm not even going to say a derogatory word. You are adults. You know what the words are. Yeah, you can be banned for that. And some of you might be like, oh, it's PC culture, the snowflakes. No, you're literally a snowflake if you can't change how you are, seeing that your derogatory behavior is affecting somebody else. That's saying, we're not even going to get into that debate. Simply saying that this is a game that is trying to make a push to cultivate a safe space for female gamers. I'm not saying the game is perfect. It's not. But I will say there are some good steps that I'm happy to be working with them with. So, as always, if you like this video, smash that like button, hit that join, subscribe button down there below. Live long and prosper. Stay safe out there, Space Cowboys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Join the Discord if you want more information on everything that I am doing and everything that is going on, and thoughts and prayers. I appreciate all those that have sent those to me about my father passing. I may not have a lot of videos here in the upcoming days. That is why. Don't worry, I haven't abandoned you. I love you, and that's why the Twitch channel is going to be basically not happening for a week. But life happens. Anyway, love y'all. See you on the next one.
Avec Olico e Deuce malo, Tao a questo padeari, Yabosha, Yabosha, Yabosha.
An even better outro than the intro. Yeah! Woo!